Hi all. Update time, because it's been about 8 or 9 weeks since my last one. Apologies, first of all, I've got a little bit of a cold, so if I sound a bit snotty, that's it. I've got man flu, unfortunately. And this is a new camera, so I don't know how it'll work. I've just recorded this and realised I was recording on the backwards facing camera. Bad idea. So I'll record it again. Here goes. Okay, non-modelling related. I went to Cosford at the weekend. Took the kids to see the Vulcan's Farewell Northern Tour. She did one pass, nice and low and fast and banked over, so it looked great, but she was there for we saw her for about 3 seconds and that was it. It was crazy busy at Cosford. I had to do some imaginative parking. Everyone had to get out of the left-hand side of the car because the doors wouldn't open to the right or did a bash into the road. I was half worried that I'd find the car had rolled onto its roof when I got back to it. But yeah, we saw that, then we went around the museum as usual. Once again, very busy. Took some pictures of the Vulcan they have there. They are for Aaron Newlands to go in the Modelling Misfits magazine. There's going to be an article on the Vulcan, the next episode I believe, so check that out. Took some pictures of their VC10. They're rebuilding a VC10 there. Nearly done. Looks great, and apparently it's going to grace the grass next to the Hercules down at the bottom of the site. So that's what we did at the weekend. More modelling related are purchases. I bought 2 Angel Interceptors. I saw them on offer, cheap, at a local shop that sells the odd Airfix kit, usually older things, collectibles. These were just there and a lot cheaper than I've seen them anywhere else. So I snapped them up. Shouldn't really, I haven't got any money to do that, but there we go. I've been thinking about getting a couple for a while to do a what if, so that's a future project. I also got myself these German oil drums and jerry cans. They'll need a little bit of weathering and maybe some damage on 1 or 2 of them, but I fancied, when I display a model and take the pictures for it, it usually goes on a little round base, and I just thought having a couple of oil drums and things next to it might give it a sense of scale and just make it a bit more interesting. I've seen a few people do that, so I'm just blatantly copying them, but they're only cheap, so I thought I'd try those out. Okay, actual modelling though, since my last update 8 or 9 weeks ago, I finished the Harvard. I placed that build review on YouTube, but I've started a 1/48 scale Rodin Gladiator, which if you are on my Facebook page, UK Scale Model Facebook page, you will have seen some of. This is the first time I've showed it on YouTube. So far I've done the cockpit and put most of the major parts together. This is the first time I've used so much photo etch, first time I've ever done a seat out of photo etch, and so many individual parts from photo etch parts. Never used this much brass in a kit, and I must admit it is the best looking cockpit I've ever done. It's not the best one in the world by a long stretch, but it's the best one for me. I did lose a bit of a battle with the carpet monster though. He ate a buckle. Strange, because I don't have a carpet in the garage where I model, but he had it anyway. So I've done my best to recreate that, just don't look too closely. It's all now sealed up, and I was warned about fit issues on this kit by a few people. But when I sealed the 2 fuselage halves together, I thought, well, where are these fit issues then? This is lovely. And then they started. The engine doesn't fit in the cowling at all. It's way too big, or the cowling walls are maybe too thick. So I had to shave a lot off the top of the cylinder blocks to get it to go inside the cowling. Then when you attach that to the fuselage, well, it attaches to a plate which then sticks on the front of the aircraft, and you get this gap. Now I thought originally maybe the engine isn't deep enough into the cowling, far enough forward, but there's a ledge to stop it going any further forward, which I must assume is meant to be there. And the propeller shaft protrudes about the right amount for the air screw to be attached to it. So what I had to do was take off the plate on the back of the engine, shave it right down to the exhaust stubs, or whatever they are that reach around the back of the engine, and then glue it directly onto the fuselage. That meant though I had to blank off inside the fuselage so you can't see through the engine and see daylight coming through the cockpit, because that wouldn't be right, because you can't see through bits of the engine to the bulkhead. But that's on now, and that's okay. The bottom wing went on with very little issues, very few issues. The wheels, the gear legs, horrible sinkholes in them, and they're not a great fit, but persevere enough and push hard enough. I was scared of doing this bit, but they went in, and now they're filled round and smoothed off. So the cockpit's on that's masked, and the cockpit itself, the tub is filled with paper towel to stop overspray. So a little bit of fettling on any blemishes or glue marks I've got, and then undercoat, check for any more blemishes, because that's, it's useful to do that. Using the undercoat gives it a uniform colour. You can spot steps and ledges and things, and then I'll be able to start doing the camo. This was started as my entry to the Battle of Britain group build. There is no way on earth that this is ever going to get finished in time. I have 2.5 weeks left. It's taken me 9 weeks to get this far. I expect the painting to take longer, so I'm going to really take my time on this one, try and do a decent job. So I won't actually finish my own group build, which is a little bit embarrassing. But there we go. I'm not going to rush it and mess it up just to get it in the group build. Whilst the glue on the Gladiator was drying, I decided to pick up something off the shelf of doom, and it was the casca. And all I did really was a little bit of elastic thread rigging. So that looks okay now. I need to do more, and then it can finally be finished. And that will probably be my next reveal, because I can do bits and bobs in between doing bits on the Gladiator and anything else. But I don't get much modelling time at the moment with one thing and another. With regards to the Battle of Britain group build, that's got about 2.5 weeks, a little bit more maybe left. And most people have either finished or are finishing up now. 1 or 2 people I need to chase for photos for the final reveal, but that's not a problem. I, as I said, won't finish my own group build, which is not ideal, but there we go. There's enough entries, and it has been very well entered, so thank you for that, everyone, for taking part, whether you finished or not so far. But you do still have 2.5 weeks. I'll do another update about the group build before the final reveal. So that's it really. Not much done modelling wise. 9 weeks work. It's not that much, is it? But there's other things going off in life at the minute that I need to focus on. So yeah, if you want to see any more pictures, more detailed pictures of the Gladiator, that's all on my Facebook page, UK Scale Model Facebook page. It's just more of a place for me to stick more regular blog posts up. Every time I do a bit of work, I'll stick it on there. So if you want to check that out, that's great. If not, well, not the end of the world. So that's it for now. So until next time, thanks for watching, keep modelling and have fun. Bye.